Hey guys, it's Mike here again, and I just want to let you know that GameHoarder.co.uk is now live. So if you are a UK game collector collecting Power Region games, then this web app is for you. I'm just going to go into a quick recap on what is available. So as you can see here now on the screen, we've got a very simple landing page, just going over some of the features. But then we just want to go ahead and log in. So what we've actually added here now is the ability just to use your socials, whether you're Twitch or Google account, just to make it that little bit easier to get signed up and start logging your game collections. So once you've successfully logged in, if you are using a password login, you will need to verify your email just by clicking the link in the email you receive there. So make sure you supply a valid email address. But once you're logged in, you'll see that you have the ability to create new collections. I'm just updating my gamer picture here now. I've added all of the Xbox original gamer pics here. But once we've done that, we can actually then go ahead and create some collections. So you can see now I am creating an Xbox 360 collection, adding some of my favourite games from my favourite franchise, which is Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Judgment. Don't hate on Judgment. Once we've created that, I'm going to go back and we're going to create another collection now. And I'm just going to create a Xbox One collection, but I've just made a mistake. So I just wanted to show you guys, if you make a mistake, you can actually just delete the collection entirely and start again. So we're going to create an Xbox One collection. And just so you know, when you select a platform here, it actually, all it does is it just minimizes the results to that specific platform. So if you do just want to concentrate on an Xbox One, you don't want your search results including like PS3 games or anything like that. So it just makes it that little bit simple. And as you can see here now, when I am adding other games, I'm not actually having to add one at a time. You can select multiple and it just adds them up, so you can then just add them all to collection through this nice search menu. So as you can see now, we've got 3 games added, and I'm just going to add one more, which is Dead Rising 3. We'll get that added now. And once we've selected that, we'll add them to the collection. And whilst we're on this page as well, I'm just going to add some a metadata to these, which is going to be to do with the pricing and whether it's like a steelbook or a sealed or a limited edition. We'll just go through these again. You can do this if you want. That's a part of it. It's up to you how you want to manage your collection. If you just want to log your games, you just log your games. If you want to log your games with price, the edition, then you can do that also. It all depends how much data you want to get out of this. Okay, so once we've done that as well, and also just building on the collection, just before we leave this section, is you can make platform agnostic collections, meaning if you want to just track, we're going to use Resident Evil here for example, if you want to track all the Resident Evil games regardless of what platform, you can definitely just make a collection for that as well, and you can then track all the Resident Evil games across whatever platform they have been released on, or the ones that you want to collect, which I think is a pretty nice feature. So I'm just adding a few here now, and we'll add all those games to our collection. Once we've done that, we are going to go on to the backlog now. So this is where we can actually add games from any of our collections into our backlog, and you are then able to manage your backlog in terms of what you're playing, what is completed and what is left to be played, which is an easy feature. A lot of people have used spreadsheets for this in the past, and I kind of want to get away from that because I just didn't want to use a spreadsheet to manage my backlog. So we're going to set one to playing now, and as you can see, we've just popped an achievement, and it also puts a timestamp on there as when we started to play that game. And that happens all automatically in the background. If you complete it, it will auto set the timestamp for that as well. Next, we are going to take a quick look at the profile page, which just gives us a nice overview of what is actually happening across all our collections. So if you've been marking down how much you've spent per collection, it will show you the total, the gamer score you've got from unlocking the achievements, the total amount of games you've logged, how many you've completed, how many are in your backlog, and how many collections that you've got. It'll also give you a few other little metrics in terms of a breakdown of spending by platform, your most expensive game, and also a little indicator of your completion status. Moving on to the achievements now. I just thought it was a nice little tip of the hat to Xbox as that's where it all started. Just some simple achievements which you would get just by building your collections. And then also we've added a online gamers, so you can see other people's collections. You can click on them. You can see their overviews, how much they've spent, what collections they've got, and what achievements they have unlocked. And if you don't want your profile to appear in this list, you can simply go into settings and set your profile to private. It is set to public by default, so be wary of that. And you can see that setting there now, the third one down. Here in the settings, you can just update your account username, your full name, email address. You can also change the public profile, as I've just mentioned, and also we do have an Xbox 360 Blades theme, which is quite nice to have. This is only available on the when you're on a desktop. It will not work on a mobile. We also have a feedback feature, which is crucially important, as I do want your help in order to make this the best thing it can be. So please, guys, submit any feedback, any incorrect game information, whether there's a bug, whether there's a game missing entirely, as this list will have to be managed and maintained by Game Hoarder. We can also test the achievement and hear that nostalgic sound when we are in the Blades dashboard. And we also unlocked the recursion achievement there, which is just a little me being silly, in all honesty. Right, I've just switched back to the default Game Hoarder theme, and that is really everything that is available from this beta release. Just moving on to the roadmap now, we have boxed off quite a few and shipped quite a few features. There is a few different things that I am working on currently, which is I'm trying to think about an onboarding process and maybe just refine the feedback loop a little bit more, although what I do have currently is satisfactory and is good for a day one release. But planned, we do have quite a few things. Collection tracking value, which is probably my most anticipated feature, where you're able to actually see the actual value of your collections according to maybe something like CEX or eBay, which I think will be a really good addition to this application. Backlog roulette, struggling to choose what game to play next, click of a button, it will choose one from your backlog. I'm also thinking as well, maybe having some kind of vote or poll system for all you streamers or content creators out there as well, who may want to get your communities involved in order to choose the next game. So yeah, there are a ton of planned features. You can have a look on the website at the roadmap, and feel free to feel free to give me some feedback in terms of any features that you would like to see. That would be awesome. So that's it for now, guys. That is kind of a full deep dive. Please, it's free. Go and use it. Give me your feedback. Head over to gamehoarder.co.uk, create your account, and start building your collection. And I will see you in the next one.